you've done this before, where you go deep into a Stanley Cup run, and then the quick turnaround. How different is it to get yourself ready in a year like this compared to being out in the first or second round?
It's so long ago I don't even remember, but it's different. Obviously, you come back and some guys on the team have some bumps and bruises here and there from sacrificing, going deep, obviously. But I think it's the good thing about doing that is you have a good feeling inside about what you did as a team. And obviously we didn't make it all the way, but we got darn close. And that's something that we had momentum, obviously, going into that Game 7. And we got to try to find that momentum right away as we go, because we know this season won't be any easier. Now, obviously, we beat some teams in the playoffs, and they're going to want to get us back, and people kind of see what kind of game we have. So it's going to be a hard start for us, but I think if we can try to find that momentum as quick as we can, because I remember the only experience I have of it, we had a really successful season the year after. So if you can find that momentum right away, it usually can go a long ways.
For you, how's camp been last year? You were kind of fighting something. So does it feel, even as a veteran, just to be able to be healthy and do whatever it is you normally would do in camp to prepare for the season?
Yeah, huge. It's such a difference. Obviously, last year you were just trying to play catch-up throughout camp and start of the season and months into the season. So just to be able to feel really good physically has been amazing. It's nice to be part of things and obviously be in some games here and get moving. So I feel good personally, and I'm excited.
Mattias, what does it say about what you guys are building here when you have guys like Jeff Skinner and Victor Arvidsson choosing to come to Edmonton with the opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, that's usually what happens with success. Guys want to have success, and if you don't, then you got to try to find a team that does and look like they have something good going. And I mean, obviously, I can't speak for them, but I'm assuming that was their mindset. And obviously, we as a team can always be better. And we looked at what we needed to maybe improve from last year, and I think we filled a lot of those holes. And those two guys are certainly going to help us with that. So to be able to see them come here it's awesome to know that we're becoming more of a destination, probably solely for the way we have played in the last couple of years, and especially last season. Success usually is the biggest factor of selling in a city.
I know the Ekholms and Arvidssons go way back to some extent. What's it been like having his family around your family, and they're living near you? How's that going?
Great, yeah, it's been awesome. Obviously, he's got two kids, and our both daughters go to the same preschool, and we live about 5 blocks from each other. So it's been easy for us to help them out too with the little things that you kind of have to take care of when you move, and especially when you move with kids. So having them close has been awesome. Obviously, we played I think about 8 years together in Nashville and kind of grew up together. So. To have them come here, it's been amazing. I know they're both from northern Sweden. They love the snow and the cold, so they chose to come here, and we're happy to have them.
Mattias, you and Bouchard, of course, played a lot together, have a lot of continuity. You and Desharnais became really good together on the penalty kill, but obviously he's not here. How do you find that chemistry? How long does it take to find a new kind of D partner on the PK?
Great question. Obviously, he was a right-handed guy and a big guy, really good penalty killer in Vincent, but we got guys that can kill on our team, and I think it's not just about maybe the D partner, it's about the 4 guys that are out there. I feel like what made us successful in the playoffs was we almost had 2 units going out there, or almost 3 units at some point, that all 4 just worked together, and we had a system where it was really clear what we wanted to do and what we wanted to accomplish out there. So I think it's going to take some time. Obviously, he was a big piece of that, and so was Ceci, and Broberg was in there a little bit as well on the back end on the PK. So we'll have to try to rebuild that. It's a lot about confidence. It's a lot about reads, and sometimes in an 82-game schedule, your reads are not going to be perfect every night, but when you can string some together, usually that can flow into somewhat of a streak. So we're hoping to do that early, but if we don't, we'll work hard to make sure we find it.
What about Bouchard's evolution in his own end, from when you first arrived here to Stanley Cup final, killing the last minute of games and those sorts of things? What have you seen in your own end from him since you've been here?
he's just a smart hockey player. I think at first when I got here, he was still trying to find his way offensively. Now he's so confident and comfortable with his offense that he can just start to flip that thinking and, okay, I can play defense too, because it's just to flip the script really. And he's got naturally good reads, good brain out there. IQ is really good, and I think he's realized that if he wants to be that number one guy that plays 28 minutes a night, you're going to have to play some defense as well. You can't just outscore your opponent every night. So I think that's been a realization within him, and I give him full credit for it. And I think us as a D pair has kind of found a way to play defense in an efficient way to make sure, because usually we're out there against some quality competition. So you're going to have to play some defense, and I think he's done a tremendous job of just finding his spots, when to go, when to not, and he's really good with breaking out the puck and reading plays. So I thought it was more a matter of time than anything, and he's showing that right now.